Nice.
Mhm. Okay, so go ahead. How did you start with your digital entrepreneurship?
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So I am Nicole, and I'm honored to be a guest on Obehi Podcast today. So a little about me. I reside in beautiful Twin Islands of Trinidad and Tobago. I am a wife. I'm a mother of four amazing children, three boys and one girl. So I'm a full-time high school teacher and a part-time online business owner. So I saw an ad on my newsfeed in October of 2019. I watched the webinar and I paid $99 US at the time. Back in that day, in 2019, it was $99 US, right? So I had my coaching call, and then I stopped. Yeah, after my coaching call, when I booked the appointment, it was for a week in advance, and I really couldn't wait because I was so excited. So I asked them if I could bring forward the dates, and I did. They allowed me, and I got it in a few days' time. So I had a coaching call, but somehow, life is busy. I am involved in so many things at the same time. So I think at times I'm spreading myself thin. But I just, for no reason, I stopped because I was also working full time. I was also working full time as well, right? And all my two of my children were on online classes all at the same time with me because I'm also teaching at the same time. Yeah. So when in 2020, I can remember this clearly. It was March 13th. This was a Friday afternoon, and we were leaving school. We were leaving work, and I heard that Monday is no school because they didn't really say, right? So I heard Monday is no school. So we were happy. The who were working on the compound together and go to our class. We were so happy. Yeah, they had a long weekend. But little did we know that this long weekend would have turned into almost 2 years at home, working from home. Yeah, so I didn't start then, but after a few weeks, I'd gone to the mall because I have to pay errands and so on. I went to the mall and I saw all my favorite stores were closing down. And it was sad, and it was so sad and so depressing. So it suddenly hit me that the online space was the way to go, right? Because the internet is still young and it's 24/7. Yeah. So as the famous Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money online, you will work until you die. So you need to make passive money while you're sleeping, while you're vacationing, while you're spending time with your family and friends, while you're traveling, right? So money needs to be coming in all the time. Because if you have to work a 9 to 5 job, you'll be working for the rest of your life because it's you and you alone. But with an online business, it's a team of persons helping you in the background. So it's only when I saw those stores were closing down, I said, Nicole, you know what? You need to start. So I started in May of 2020 part-time while still doing my full-time job as a teacher, and I never looked back since. The business was up and running for about 3 weeks. My website, my Facebook business page was up and running. We have a phenomenal training platform where they teach you from scratch. You don't have to be tech savvy. You don't have to have no experience running an online business. You don't have to have no business background. You don't even have to know English. Yeah, because we have persons whose language is not even English is not even their first language. We have lots of persons from Kenya, from Nigeria as well, Cameroon. We have persons from Philippines, persons from France, who speaks French and and different languages. Our founders are based in Canada, right? But you don't have to have English. Don't have to have don't have to be a first language. Yeah. So when I started, Back then it was about 38,000 persons in our, because we have Facebook, we have a community in Facebook, and that is the platform that we meet. It was like about 30,000 persons back then. And now, within the last few days, we are 101,000 persons strong and counting. It's growing daily. So that is phenomenal. On Thursday, we celebrated. Actually, Wednesday we had our weekly mastermind, because we have two weekly masterminds, one on Tuesday and one on Wednesday. So one is Tuesdays like for new persons who are now coming in, and then Wednesdays for the seasoned persons. But once you join, you're allowed to be part of both of them. And Wednesday we had a whole celebration of 5 years strong in this business. We have the company that is backing us. They are 40,000 plus years in the business, but our online business is 5 years, right? So we celebrated on Wednesday for Mastermind, but yesterday actually was the 5th year, 11th of November, 2021 was the 5th year anniversary. So it was so amazing. It was so awesome. I can't stress enough. My only regret, I wish I had started the business sooner. So I am loving it. So I encourage everybody to start now. If you're interested to know more, you could sign up as well in my website. My website is www.nicolenimrodblake.com. That's www.NICOLE NIMRODBLAKE.com, and we'll send you more info via email and so on. You're free to watch our live workshop as well, and the replay is always available if you can't make it live. Yeah.
All right, that's interesting. Now, you haven't mentioned exactly what you do in this business. People want to know that one, apart from just the money that they might make, but what exactly do you do in this business?
All right, so I never start a business to make money, right? I started a business to make a difference. Okay, so we help and train people globally to start and set up their own online business from scratch. With our proven and tested system, we have a phenomenal training. We have products, yes, but we don't do any selling. Our tested and proven system does the selling for us. Yeah, so you don't have to be tech savvy, as I said before. You don't have to have any experience. We have persons from all walks of life. We have pastors, we have dentists, we have nurses, we have teachers like me. We have stay-at-home moms. We have persons who never even hold a degree or anything like that, right? Some persons even had just a 7th grade education, and they're rocking this business. So what we do mainly is just advertising via different social media platforms. They train us as well with all the platforms. We start off in my time, we started off in Facebook, but now they encourage us to start off with Google Ads. I think that it's a little simpler than Facebook. Start off with Google Ads. Those who are joining now, but if you're accustomed with Facebook, you can do it Facebook. We have Instagram, we have YouTube. YouTube is a very good platform. If you're comfortable with videos like you are, so on YouTube you get a different audience, and persons on videos it's catching a different audience. Yeah, so we also have Pinterest, we have LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a professional platform, so some persons are there. Not everybody like LinkedIn. I am seeing persons advertising too now on TikTok and all that. So it basically, I don't have to advertise every platform, but basically what you feel comfortable on, and there's training involved for all. Right now, they're in process of actually and converting the training to in multiple languages. So it's being processed in different languages right now for persons who English is not their first language. But it is a platform to learn, because most of the training are video based, and our community is very supportive and helpful, and we support each other, right? We have weekly masterminds, as I said before, and I know we help and coach one another too. So even if you ask a question and somebody is sleeping, somebody else is awake in a different part of the world, right? So it's a global thing, and we do help each other. This is mostly attraction marketing. So
That's interesting. That's interesting. All right. Being a marketing agency, I don't know if you want to speak to the fact of how you manage to recruit new clients, because now there is a lot of there is a lot of noise out there, but for you to be authentic, you try to become sort of stand out from the noise, no? So how do you manage to stand out from the noise and get new clients, at least with all the noise that is out there in the world today?
All right, stand out from the noise. Okay, so I think the best thing to stand out from the noise is to be yourself, right? Because if you look at my my Facebook business page, my LinkedIn business page, you see mostly me. I do share content that I'm hoping it's valuable to my audience. Yeah, but what I see. I change the person in the mirror, and right, I change me, and the world will change, right? So the lessons I really learned along the way, that's a question. Lessons I learned along the way. Obehi?
Yeah. Was that a question?
Can you repeat the question, please?
No, the question was, how do you manage to get clients? How do you manage to get customers, people to work with?
Oh, okay. So right. So we as I said, we do attraction marketing. We advertise via different social media platforms. Persons see what we do and they are interested to learn more. So they normally register with their name and email in my website. It's automated, right? As you register, you come in, and there's a replay of the previous webinar to watch. Right, it's 90 minutes of your time. The first part explains in detail how what this business is about, what it does for you. The second part, persons in the business currently, I'll give their testimonial on what it has done for them. Yeah, so that's basically it. And if you're interested to learn more, you pay the $149. You come in, you join, you see what the business is about, you see the products, you see what persons are doing in this business, because persons have been in like less than 2 years, and they have paid off their credit card debt. So some persons had about 80-something thousand in debt. Some persons had like 2 credit cards, and they were both loaded in debt. Some persons had like 3 jobs, and then they gradually reduce their jobs to 2 jobs, and then 1, and then finally some of them choose to quit. Some choose because they love their job and they continue working and while doing this business part-time. Yeah, because with this business it's very flexible, so you could do it. If you wake up in the morning, you could probably do a few hours or 1 or 2 hours if you wish, or you could do it even during lunchtime, 15 minutes at your lunchtime, or after. Some people have children at home, they stay home. So during the normal work day, they are with their children, they're online school with their children, right? So they carry children to the park, teaching them and so on. They would do while their children is asleep. So the business is very flexible. Some persons too, and Nicole was into them and wanted a different lifestyle. Some of them have taken their business because you could take it once you have the Wi-Fi, smartphone, or your laptop, you could carry business wherever you go. And some persons have chosen to live in Mexico. Some have come down to the Caribbean here in Barbados, and they're living the life of their dreams without having to wake up to any alarm clock 9 to 5 and hustle and bustle with traffic. That's one of the things I really hate is traffic. And in my life, yes, in my job here, I had to move actually twice because I couldn't stand the traffic. I get closer to my place of employment. So the online space is something that I believe it is a safer space, especially now in this pandemic time. You don't have to mingle and just out there with the crowd. Because normally I just go out to get like basic food supply and I rush back home. I am not, all over the place. I just go out when I need to go out and then come back in the safety of my home. So I say if you want to start, just start. Just because 5 years from now you look back and thank yourself that you started now. The only regret I said before, I wish I started sooner. Plenty persons have bought brand new houses. Plenty persons have bought brand new cars because they have never even some persons have even accustomed buying secondhand cars all the time, and first time when they reach like late 50s, they actually happen to buy the first brand new car. And you know how they felt? They were kind of overwhelmed. So it left persons in tears of joy. They're able to help their families back home, persons who have migrated, and they're able to help their families back home in Africa, and they're able to help their families in Philippines and different places. It is so amazing to see, because I recently learned, I wasn't even, I should have been, but I wasn't. I didn't know, because I have a friend now in Kenya, and when they told me the conversion rate is like $1 million and all kinds of simple things that we would buy, and I found that so, it is, I don't know, something, life sometimes not fair, but the currency conversion is so much different, but we are paid in US dollars. So it's, it's something to consider, because it is legit 100%, because if we have lawyers and doctors and accountants here in this business, something must be right. We have pastors too, right? Something must be right. So don't look back 5-10 years from now and say, I wonder if I had done that, what would my life have been then? You understand?
So you managed to carry on with this business and also your teaching work. So no one is interfering on the other. So how do you manage both of them at the same time?
Well, as I said, the business is flexible. So since the pandemic struck, actually, I have been home here still. I'm working from home. We work here from 8:10 to 2:30, unlike others who work like from 9 to 5. So maybe if I wake up a little earlier, I'll wake up and probably an extra hour and spend a few minutes on my business. So I might answer inquiries, because some persons want to know more. So I would answer inquiries and so on. And then after school, I have other things, errands to do, whatever I do. And later in night, I'll post, because sometimes you could what do you call it? Time the posts. It's really weird, because I don't often do it, but I, time the post and when to post, you make up your content, and then you time it to post. But I normally like to time. I like to post to how I feel, so I don't really program the post beforehand. Most persons do it, but sometimes I might want to post something, and then I don't feel like posting that time, so I would post how I feel. But it is flexible. I don't need much. You don't need much time at all to run this business, because the system is fully automated, and we just have to advertise, and the persons see our ads, who are interested, and they want to have the time freedom to spend with their loved ones, because time is something, lost, that could never get back. And they take business with them. They go on vacation, and they even while on vacation, they hear chitting, the texts coming in, or on the online banking, the money coming into the account and so on. But apart from that, the money is awesome, yes. But our community, it is a wonderful group of persons. That's one of the best things I love about our community. Yeah, because we have persons from all walks of life. It's amazing to see. You learn from different persons, different cultures.
A kind of a sharing, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right. Now, the people that are working there, I can see that they are from different ethnic backgrounds. So what that is very interesting. But what about the product that you are selling? I mean, the product that you are recommending for people. I mean, the consumer this time, are they targeting the particular market or just any person?
As I said, we don't sell the product. Our system, our tested and proven system, sells it for us. So we just advertise for persons like mine, like us, to come in. It's what you really want. If you want a freedom lifestyle, if you want to earn more and not have to wake up your alarm clock, right? If you want to spend quality time with your family, if you want to, if you don't like your job, maybe, but you could still have your job if you love it, to still keep it. We don't sell the product, so therefore we don't advertise the product. right? But when you come inside, to pay what, $149, you come inside, you will see everything there is to see. Our company, the products are there, yes. It's medical grade products. It's very beneficial to your health, right? As you know, health is wealth, right? Because if you're sick and can't walk, or you're sick in bed, or whatever the case may be, you can't enjoy your life, right? So why wait? Why work 40 years and plus to, in a job for someone else when you can be working for yourself? Why you have to retire at 60, 65, 67 years? How can you enjoy your life after that time? You need to enjoy life now, right? Now is the time. Now is the best time. Now is always the best time. Yeah. So if you want to build wealth, if you want to go after your dreams, if you want to live life on your own terms, right? And don't wait for things to be perfect. Don't wait for the situation to be just right, Because that will never happen, right? It will never be perfect. The situation will never be just right? So just go for it. Stop procrastinating, because that was one of my that's one of my shortfalls. I used to procrastinate all the time, but now I just start. Do it now, right? Now is the best time to start, because especially since this pandemic, this world has been shifting to digital space. A lot of those buildings in the mall, they can't reopen. They can't reopen.
Absolutely. No. It's true. It's true. I remember that we have even in our podcast, we have tried to advise people on it, because before now, there has been this idea that people should retrain themselves because things are changing. A lot of things are changing. Because of also the COVID-19, you just have no choice. You have to retrain yourself. I also like what you said before, that you need to, if you're not earning something online, then you are going to work for forever now for somebody, which is something really a kind of a touch, as it were. All right, as I'm moving towards the end of this podcast now, what would you say you have learned in this business so far?
All right. So I think I mentioned before, though. I learned to change the person in the mirror, and your world will change, right? So if I change myself, my world will change, right? So I want to say the capacity to learn is a gift, right? The ability to learn is a skill, right? The willingness to learn is your choice, right? So if anybody offers you an amazing opportunity, right, but you are not sure you can do it, just say yes, right? Just say yes. Then learn how to do it later, right? Because the action takers of today are the millionaires of tomorrow, right? Because not all businesses are created equal. As you can see, the brick and mortar stores, they're not created equal, right? Because our business is still closed, right? We have some amazing bacon shack and miraculous. We have some delicious crab and dumpling at Strawberry in Tobago, right? Where I'm waiting the boat to go to the island pool and Hooker Reef, right? Persons are not on the beach, right? So those businesses are struggling, right? Businesses are not created equal, right? Yeah. All those places where you have physical interaction, like I used to do ballroom dancing years gone by. Those schools are still closed. Imagine daycares are still closed. Persons have to go to work, physical work, but they have nowhere to keep their children, right? So now it has to happen that one parent alone have to go to work, and the other stay home with their children who are online school. Daycares are still closed in our country right now. All primary school children, that is like ages like from 11, 12 and come down to like 3 years and so on, they're home. So what are parents do? If you're a single person, if you're a single parent, what is that parent to do if you have to go out to work to make a living? Huh? Tell me that. So in today's economy, it's super important, right, that you have a plan B, right? Multiple income streams. Yeah, you must have a plan B. We have multiple bills. How can you not have a plan B? How can you have one single income, right? So I always use this example of a table. If you have 4 legs or 5 legs, if you have 4 legs, the table will stand sturdy, yes, right? If you take away that one of those legs and you have 3 legs, it will still stand. It wouldn't be as sturdy as it will be. You still be able to eat a living. You still be able to eat. You still be able to pay your bills, or also you might be able to buy brand clothes and travel expenses, places and so on, but they're still able to survive. But if that person, a single mom with our three, 4 children, right, have to go to work, what will happen to those children who are underage at home? What will happen to them? So you need to have a plan B. You need to have multiple income streams, and this is one way to go. The online space, you don't need to leave your children at home. You could be there with them and still working, right? It's paid in US. Come on, check it out and see for yourself. I can't stress that enough, right? Because I can't depend on one source of income and just depending on a job, a salary. If one day you wake up in the morning and the employer say, I'm migrating, or I can't take this COVID no more because the government can shut you down whenever they feel, right? A lot of places anymore, a lot of places in the cities are closed. All those casinos are, well, that's kind of a thing, but anyway, a lot of those places are still closed. Restaurants have been opened up. There's no in dining right now in our country, but I know overseas they're in dining, right? This pandemic has been a negative for some persons, but it has also been a plus. Since pandemic, the online world is booming. What better? What else is there to say that the online way is supposed to go? We are digital now, right? This is where a lot of persons even meet online. I would never in my wildest dream have met you, Obehi, right? You are quite in Italy. I'm in Trinidad and Tobago, right? So I would have never even met you if it wasn't for social media. I have a lot of friends I have never met, and we are like family, right? We are like family. I've never met them physically, but we are like family. I've only met them on social media. Right? So the online space is the way to go. Join in, come and see for yourself. It's legit, 100% legit. We pay our taxes. We pay our taxes in the country we abide in. Right? So you can write off, you buy a phone, you can write it off, the tax. I get tax exemption for that. You have a laptop, you need one right now, right? So you can write it off with tax exemption. If you buy a vehicle to transport it, I know you might want to go travel somewhere, your vehicle could be written off as well. Even probably part of your bills for your house could be written off because remember you have to be somewhere, right? Even though you're working from your kitchen or your bedroom, your living room, right? Check it out. You can't go wrong.
All right. Thank you so much, Nicole. It has been really a wonderful time. Only that, unfortunately, we lost the first part we recorded before, but it's okay. That is live sometime. All right. Now, to conclude it in a very short sentence, what would be your final statement? Just to conclude it in a few seconds.
Oh, well, few seconds. Okay. So I had a strategy and recommendation to others who are starting out. So I had some points. So get up early, right? Early birds gets the worm. Invest in yourself for at least 1 hour a day learning, right? Read, listen to audio tapes, attend webinars and so on, right? After Sunday, right? So normally if I am traveling, I don't listen to the news and so on because the news is it is so depressing, right? I have audiobooks in my car and I listen to the audio tapes while I'm driving, right? So I normally turn my vehicle to a library on wheels. Right? So exercise daily, move your body, health is wealth, right? Because if you're not healthy and you're not fit, you can't enjoy life. You're sick and you're weak and you're tired all the time. How could you enjoy life, right? Rest, sleep, have fun, socialize, right? You need to have some hobbies and all that. Have some hobbies, right? And rest if you must, but don't ever stop. Keep going, right? And surround yourself with positive, like-minded persons. Stay plugged in to what is going on in your country, and you could never go wrong, right? So,
thank you so much. That is what we caught the recording today. I really thank you so much.
I try to squeeze it in a few minutes.
Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure on my part. So once again, sorry for the first part, but anyway, that is what technology is sometimes. Something can happen. But anyway, this second part is really interesting. Nothing has touched it. It's fully recorded. All right. So I hope to be speaking to you again soon because since we're in the line of business, you never know. We might always have interest to share together,
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. And have a wonderful time.
Thank you so much for having me. Bye
And you
bye,
too.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.